So I want to show you your tablet. This tablet, because you can't install the software for it, none of these buttons are going to do a whole lot. So you can kind of ignore these buttons, but this tablet should be able to plug into any computer and be used on any device. So that is the good thing about it. So you got a little baggie that has some accessories. So your baggie might have some random things in it. Like this came with a glove. This glove, you don't have to wear it. I never do. But it is to wear to kind of block your hand from like rubbing or activating the mouse pad. So this trackpad or tablet surface, it can be some kind of sensitive if you drag your hand across it. So that's there to help with that. But if it's in your bag or if you don't have one, you don't really need it. You should have a pen. That's really important. And then this little pen holder, essentially it's to hold your pen. But if your tip on your pen gets misshapen or dull, if you open this up, there's extra tips in here. And if you ever need to change the tip, this actually comes out. It's kind of unique. There is a little round metal piece that you actually just pull this tip out with, and then you can put in a new tip. I don't have to change these very often though, so you probably won't need to change it, but it's good to know that it's there if you need it. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together. This basically is just there to hold your pen and to hold the extra tips if you should need it. So I usually just place it off to the side. So you want to make sure with this tablet that it's plugged in. The USB goes into the side of your laptop, and then the side, just make sure it's clipped in all the way. The side will go in here. Just make sure you put it in the right direction and that it snaps all the way in place. Sometimes it's hard to get it all the way in. So then I put this down. If it's plugged into my computer, it should just activate as my mouse. All I have to do is plug it in, and then it starts to work as my mouse. So I can use this to edit. I can use it to draw or paint. With this pen, because we can't activate these buttons, I try to avoid touching these buttons. So I hold it below the buttons or above the buttons. I also try not to drag my hand. So it gets a little bit like you have to kind of practice with it. So I hold my pen kind of high and I just leave my hand off the surface, and I just am resting my arm on the table instead. So try not to touch the buttons because sometimes it pulls up little weird menus. Don't touch these buttons. You're just drawing and avoiding these buttons. Okay, so you can see it turns blue when I start to activate it, and I'm actually moving my screen around right now with it. So that's all you need to use it as your mouse, and you're just moving this around. And this is nice because it's pressure sensitive too. So if you press harder, it usually makes a thicker, darker line. If you press lighter, a little bit lighter, thinner line.